The Workers' Day program for the Federations of Unions of South Africa, FEDUSA, has just wrapped up at the Toyondo Town Hall, where some of the key pertinent issues within the economy emerged from the keynote address delivered by the union's president, Mr. Godfrey Silematsela, particularly around issues of job creation. The union laments the fact that they believe that austerity measures from the government have essentially failed, leading to job insecurity. The union also says the rights as well as promotions of workers need to take a center stage going forward in the current economy. However, that program has just wrapped up. I'm joined by some of the affiliate members of the broader FEDUSA, that is Mr. Godfrey Mubango, Mr. Lawrence Mubango from the PSA union. Is that correct?
Yes, it's correct, from PSA union.
Mr. Mubango, what are some of the pertinent issues for you that are mostly important affecting members within PSA that you'd like to see being addressed and receiving attention?
The biggest challenge that we have currently is the infrastructure that is dilapidated. Most of the offices, especially those that are under education, health, and SABC, they are dilapidated. You may have seen maybe over the news about even one of the hospitals in Gauteng that has just burned down. The OHS in particular is the one that is really bothering us. So if the government or the employer could maybe pull up socks and then maintain this building, others need to also be built from the scratch. If they could invest more on the infrastructure, as a union would be very happy.
Now, looking at the fact that infrastructure remains quite vital in the success of the economy, and Limpopo is amongst those rural provinces where we see infrastructure really lagging behind, what is it on the ground that you'd like to see in terms of the way the government, provincial government, spends its money towards infrastructure? Do you think it's enough?
The money that has been allocated according to the budget is not enough, though we believe that the little that has been allocated could do much if they are very serious and then they are committed. If they concentrate mostly on the building and then they also guard the misappropriation of these funds, we believe that we could do much with the little that we have, particularly with the clinics. There are a lot of clinics that are in rural areas, they are not user-friendly. So if they could concentrate mostly on the clinic, and also hospitals that are in the rural areas, like Vembe. This is the rural province, Limpopo, and the Vembe is the rural area as well. So if they could build or improve on the infrastructure, especially in health, we would be very, very happy.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mubango. That's our PSA member there, Lawrence Mubango, speaking to us about what they would like to see talking about infrastructure. Let's bring in Mr. Johnny Ngobeni from the Union of Hospesa as well. Looking at where things currently sit economically in the country, what are some of the growing concerns that your members within Hospesa are lamenting and crying about?
Okay, thank you. The biggest challenge that we are facing at the workplace is a shortage of staff. We are facing a significant increase in the shortage of staff, especially in hospitals, clinics around the province, and any other areas which are support staff like the general workers, cleaners. And this poses a very big challenge in the province because, look, we see long queues in clinics. We see our patients, our members of the community facing poor quality services, because you'll find that in a unit that is catering 38 patients, you find that it's only 2 nurses who are supposed to cater for those patients. It becomes very difficult for the nurses, and it also becomes very difficult for their psychological well-being. You find that they are sometimes knock off being fatigued. Sometimes you find that when they are off, they are tired in a way that some of them develop depression and stress because of the work that they're facing. You see, in the past, we used to have maybe more than 15 employees in the unit that is serving 38 patients. Right now, we find ourselves in a situation whereby it's only 2 nurses. You find that sometimes when they go for off, they don't even have enough time to rest. They come back being fatigued and continue with work like that.
All right, thank you very much for those inputs. We're still going to speak more about the shortage of staff issue of record. That is Hospesa chairperson there, Johnny Gobeni, talking to us about what he says are the shortage of staff challenge that they're currently facing as members of this particular union. Both unions, as well as 21 other affiliated members of FEDUSA, would like to see some of these issues getting addressed. Members of FEDUSA recently accepted and signed and agreed to an offer of a 5.5 increase in a multi-year term, in a 3-year period rather. That 5.5% was revised from 12%. Katlego Nyoni, SABC News, Thohoyandou in Limpopo.